Hello, this is Jim with DC Digital. Today I'm demonstrating a DC-10C, and it has environmentally set switches on, or actually it's increment value switches and a reset switch on top that allows the customer to set the number of times that the increment would be activated, or contact closure, or PNP, to give it a count of 1, so to display a 1. So right now the factory default is each time there is a contact closure or a sensor input or a PLC input, it increments 1. But this gives them the flexibility to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and reset it. So I'm going to hit the reset button back to 0. So this gives them the flexibility, I believe, up to 20. So 20 of these contact closures or whatnot would give them an increment of 1 here. So I'm going to go ahead and set the value to, let's say, 5. Okay. After I stop pushing the increment value button, 10 seconds later, it reverts back to, okay, it's ready to go. So we're ready to go. So every 5 counts, we'll get a 1 or add 1 to increment 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Multiple units or multiple crosses of the beam, multiple contact closures can be set from 1 to 20 on this specific modified DC-10C. Also have terminal blocks here within on the back cover here. We have terminal blocks for if you want to decrement this count here by 1. It only takes 1 contact closure. So if you want to decrement this, but say you had a mistake or something, somebody crossed in front of the beam, you can decrement that. And then also has a redundant reset to 0, which also is the same as what you have up here. We have a reset to 0. And then also here, if you want to put your own 24 volts in, you have to disconnect the 120 from this normaling jack and put in your own 24 volt. There is a knockout on the right, back, and left side of the back part of the enclosure, so you can bring in a 1/2 inch piece of conduit or a 1/2 inch seal tight. It is a 7/8 hole. It's all modular, so we have modular wiring, so you can disconnect it, mount this anywhere, and then reconnect it, and it's just 2 screws on the top and 1 on the bottom. There's a locating slot for the front panel. So we also added the, if you wanted to, I'm going to reset this. So it goes back to the last value that you put in there. So let's say you want to reset that. No, I want to make it 2. So you can do that. So once you're in the set mode where it's flashing, you can reset it back to 1. So once that stops, it's ready to count again. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So, like I said, it's 120. Comes with a 6-foot. Comes with a 120 wall adapter, 6-foot cord for your power. It's a coaxial power, 2.1 millimeter, all aluminum enclosure, 1-inch high display, 1-inch high LED, and again, this is Jim with DC Digital, and this is a DC-10C modified for setting the number of contact closures per increment counter. Thank you.